Hello and welcome to our class on the final step of our follow-up in our 21-day booking. Are you so excited? How easy is this system? Can you see how it's so trackable? You feel so good about everything you're accomplishing every day. In 30 minutes, you are rocking your world out. You are changing your bank account. You're changing everything because you're just consistently kind, saying exactly the right words, exactly when you're supposed to say them. Calling a text, calling a text, calling a text. Now, we are finishing up, okay, day 1, 2, 3. Then we did 1, 2, 3, then 4, 5, 6, and then the third touch was day 7, 8, and 9. So now we're getting ready to do day 10. Guess what we do by day 10? We move anybody over to day 10 that was on the 3 days before. So 10 minus 3 is 7. You go to day 7. Anybody that doesn't have an N3 by their name, maybe it's somebody new that you added, whatever it is. If it's not N3, then they get to move on your day 10 list. And guess what happens to the ones that are N3 that were on your day, the list where they were N3 and you didn't get any comments back with them? You just draw an arrow by their name and you move them 2 months up. You don't neglect them. You don't hurt their feelings. You don't think that they hate you. Is that right? Why? Because, listen, how many yeses do you get in your first 3 contacts? You actually, in your first 3 contacts, only get 5% of the people to say yes. Actually, I can go ahead and tell you, you're probably going to get more than that. But look what happens when you go to July and the first time you call them next, it's going to jump to 10%. And by the second time you're calling them in July, it's going to go to 80%. So you can see you don't have to start with 100 people. You just start with 30. And you just keep moving them over their first 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8, 9. Each person gets 3 contacts, 1, 2, 3, and then they get moved over to a couple of months from now. And so you're every day adding new people to your list. You're not necessarily calling them yet, but you're remembering them and you're putting on your list. And then as you have empty lines, you just bring somebody over. So you can see I went ahead and did 100 lines of people because when I get to day, I don't know, let's say maybe day 10 or 11 or 12, I'm going to need some people, so I'm just going to move however many I need off of this list. And as you start having parties and as you start having individual facials, you'll see how to use our girlfriend referrals list. And you will get from every person 3 to 4 new names at every time you sit down and talk with someone and let them try our products. So it's so much fun. You don't have to know 100 people yourself because the people that you're facialing, they're going to give you new people. So for instance, 2 nights ago, I had 2 brand new people who came in and they did a facial here at my house, the 2 of them together, and I got 7 new names between the 2 of them. So did I go out and find people under a rock? No. My girlfriends want to treat their girlfriends to facials because they had such a great time. And so I just add those girlfriends' names to my 100 name list. And I just keep adding people and adding people as my girlfriends are giving me their girlfriends' names. Now, it's important that you make sure you draw that arrow and move them to the next month. So for instance, here is the month of July. If it's May and I can't get with them, then I move them 2 months up. So May, June, July. So here's my July list. And every time I have somebody that I need to move over to July, that's where I move them. So guess what? Can you see how every month you're going to have lots and lots of names to call? And when you get to the 5th time that you contact somebody, your ratio is going to go to 80% of them saying yes. So how exciting is that? Now, this is what I want to mention to you. In your Getting Started workbook, you have lots of different sheets for conversations. N stands for the fact that you're a new consultant and you're calling people for the first time ever as a brand new consultant. And these are the conversations you use the first time you touch them, the second time you touch them, and the third time you touch them. So what other categories are there? Are there people? Yes, there are lots of other categories. One of the things you'll do is you'll set up a few facial boxes in a hair salon, in a nail salon, in an attorney's office, in a dentist office, people that you know who are small business owners, that they would love for you to come in and put a facial box in there. And facial box is just simply a little cute, pretty box or fishbowl with your cards and a pen and a little slip of paper that people can fill out their name and number and stick it in there to say that they want to get a facial with you. And so that is called a B, a facial box, or some kind of an event. For instance, one of our new consultants actually had an opportunity to go to one of our local schools. Her sister is a teacher there, and they were having Teacher Appreciation Day. So they said, you want to come and pamper the teachers, maybe give them a hand, use satin hands, let them have hand cream or do something to pamper them. And she said, yes, absolutely. So she had a cute little drawing that day, a little sheet where they could sign up to have a free facial with her. That would be this, because the first conversation says, hi, Joan, it's Sandy Welch with Mary Kay, and I'm calling with some fun news. I just picked your name as one of my winners from the Teachers Appreciation Day. You've won a fabulous microdermabrasion facial and a gift from me. Congratulations. I can't wait to share more details with you. So please give me a call back at 843-995-7263, and congratulations. Click. You called her, and now immediately you go and leave her this is your B1 conversation. She came out of a box, or she came out of an event, and this is your first touch with her. And then your text is going to be B1. And it says, hey, Joan, it's Sandy with Mary Kay. I left you a voicemail earlier today and wanted to make sure you received it. You're one of my facial package winners. Congratulations. Click, click, click. This is a text. Please get back to me ASAP for details. If I don't hear back from you, I'll follow up in a few days. Now, generally, the script says 3 days, but I never say an exact number of days because I'm crazy. Sometimes I can't always do exactly everything perfectly like I want to, so I don't stress myself out. My goal is never to be perfect. My goal is just to operate with excellence. So instead of saying in 3 days, just say in a few days. And that way you're still flexible. You haven't made a commitment that you can't keep your word on. Whatever you say, you want to be able to keep your word on. And that's what you do with this. This is the first conversation. And just like you did with new people who were just on your family and friends and coworkers list, you said N1 the first time you contacted them. Then you moved them 3 days forward. And you said N2 on that day. And then 3 days later, you moved them over to the next time slot for them, which would have been N1, N2, N3. So now this is B1. And see, you can put any category on any day. It doesn't matter what the category is, because when you put her name down, you're going to say, now, who is she? How do I know her? Where did I get her name? And then you categorize her correctly. And then you know what the conversation is you should use for her. So it keeps you from getting confused. It's just super easy to track. It's easy to know what to say. It's easy to keep up with it. You know exactly what you told her the last time, because this tells you what you're going to say to her today. Another conversation that we have is C. C means that you met someone at Steinmart, she saw your name tagged, whatever it might be, you gave her say, may I give you my business card? I would love to, I own my own business with Mary Kay. Do you mind if I give you my business card? And she'll probably say, no, I don't mind. And you say, well, awesome, here's my name and number. I'm Sandy Welch. May I have your name and number? I'd love to give you a call. We could get together and have some pampering whenever it's good for both of us. And she'll say, sure. And you'll get her name and phone number. Make sure she texts, and that's her cell number, or if it's her home number, whatever it is, and write that down. And if you have your planner, guess what? You should just write it right in your planner. Or you may want to get you a little small notebook that you just put everybody's names that you meet out and about. Now, if that scares the living daylights out of you, then don't do it. Don't worry about it. You're going to have plenty of names otherwise. But if you meet somebody while you're out and about, this is what this conversation sounds like the first time you touch her. Hi, Joan. It's Sandy Welch with Mary Kay. It was great meeting you yesterday at Steinmart. I'm calling to share some fun news with you. I'm doing beauty bar makeovers. It can be anything that you want. It could be holiday if it's near Christmas. You can say Happy Mother's Day makeovers. You can say summer makeovers, spring, winter, fall, New Year, new you, whatever it might be. I'm doing beauty bar makeovers right now, and I have 10 $25 gift certificates to give away this month, and I want you to have one. I can't wait to share more details with you, so please give me a call back at 843-995-7263. Thanks, and you have a great day. Click, you hang up, and you immediately go and you leave her the text. Hey, Joan, it's Sandy Welch with Mary Kay. Click, 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 texting. I left you a voicemail earlier today and wanted to make sure you received it. I selected you to receive a $25 gift card and a beauty bar makeover. Congrats. If I don't hear back from you, I'll follow up in a few days. It's pretty much the same thing, but it's a little bit tweaked for the way that you met her. And so that would be a C1. And then it would become a C2 and a C3. Now here is the last one, and that is what I call G for girlfriends. Like I told you, I got 7 new names for my girlfriends who were at my party, at my house doing a double facial. These are their girlfriends that they want to do. And what I do is when I'm at my facials and double facials and parties, I tell the girls around the table, I have a stack of $10 gift certificates at my house. I want you to tell me every person you want to get one. No obligation for her to buy a thing, but if she'd been here tonight, wouldn't she have had the best time? Wouldn't she have thought this was awesome? And guess what? I'm going to give any girl that you want to give a gift to at no charge to you. Any girl that you want to give me her name and number, I will treat her with the utmost respect and kindness, and I will give her a $10 gift certificate in your name, and you don't even have to pay for it. And so I give them about 3 or 4 minutes to see who can get the most names, and whoever gets the most names, they get a little gift from me that night that's sitting in the middle of the table. A little 50-cent mini hand cream wrapped up really cute so it looks like $1 million. But these are girlfriend referrals. And so this is G1 for the first time. I call her, contact her, and then the second time I contact her, 3 days later, she has a G2 conversation and a G3 the last time I contact her before I roll her over 2 months from now. And so this is what I say. Hey, Joan, this is Sandy Welch with Mary Kay. Actually, you don't know me, but Susie Q said that this is the best way for me to reach you. You, Joan, were given... Let me start that again. This is the best way to reach you. Joan, at my party the other night, was given 7 gift cards for $10 each. And the 10 gift cards include a complimentary facial, a color makeover, and a $10 gift certificate. And guess what? She wanted you to have one of them. One of them is going to go to you. So can you tell I haven't practiced this script? So you practice so you don't go, so you rehearse beforehand. Call me back if you would ASAP, and I'll fill you in on all the details. If I don't hear back from you, I'll call you back in a couple of days. You take care and have a great day. So click, there went the phone conversation, and then you got a text. Hey, Joan, it's Sandy Welch with Mary Kay. I left you a voicemail earlier today and wanted to make sure you received it. A friend of yours reserved a fabulous gift for you. Text, 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 text. Please get back to me ASAP for details. If I don't hear back from you, I'll follow up in a few days. Send. Can you do this, girl? Say it. I got this. I can do this.